So apparently the vegan donut market is exploding, projected to hit $358.9 million by 2035. Great. Just what humanity needed in the middle of an obesity epidemic. More donuts, but this time with aquafaba and almond flour, so it's healthy, right? Wrong. This is like handing someone a vape and saying, it's cool, it's a plant-based nicotine. Listen, if your arteries are clogging, it doesn't matter if the frosting is ethically sourced and gluten-free. A donut is still a fried sugar disc, not a superfood. We have record levels of diabetes, fatty liver disease in kids, and teens dropping dead from heart attacks. But here comes the food industry shouting, vegan donuts are coming. Yay! Are our waistlines, hospital visits, and insulin bills. This is Krispy Kreme with a kale-covered halo. It's junk food in Whole Foods disguise. You want a plant-based revolution? Try broccoli, not deep-fried coconut sugar with cashew drizzle. Bottom line, we don't need a billion-dollar vegan donut industry. We need a billion-dollar salad industry in a society that doesn't treat dessert like it's a dietary loophole because it moved less. Full disclosure, donuts are tasty. Duh. I know that, but at some point, most of us realize, unless you want to die of obesity before you're 30, a donut should be a rare treat. This quest to constantly find, oh, if I just had a healthier donut, I could eat donuts every day. That is truly bizarre, and it's just asking for trouble. Now, I stumbled across this press release because I have a Google alert for vegan, because I found that so much BS is being marketed to people. If you just use certain buzzwords, all natural, vegan, non-gluten, gluten-free, all these buzzwords that trick people into thinking, oh, that has that word on it, I better eat it. Well, a vegan donut is still not healthy. Is it maybe healthier for you than eating a regular donut? Maybe. Is eating 10 Big Macs and 10 giant bags of French fries healthier than eating 20 Big Macs and 20 bags of health fries in a day? Well, sure, but you don't want to be eating 10 Big Macs in a day. So that's the problem I have with this marketing of vegan, and it makes us feel good. Oh, look how noble I am and healthy. I'm eating a that certain buzzword like all natural. People always forget poison ivy is all natural. Arsenic is all natural. Tidal waves are natural. So just because something is vegan or all natural or sugar-free doesn't mean it's good for you. Now, I obviously know there's a lot of vegan products out there, but the idea that this is going to grow to $358 million a year, that just seems bizarre. That just seems crazy, frankly. I think you'd be a lot better off just occasionally eating a real treat. Have a real dessert made from scratch somewhere if you can afford it, or whole fruit if you want something sweet, rather than going for all these artificial gimmicks, especially if it gives you the license to take it every day. Oh, it's a vegan donut, I can eat 2 a day. It's vegan, right? No. Eat it sparingly, rarely, because the reason I'm seeing this is manufacturers of vegan donuts pool their resources, and they have a lot of money to put out press releases and to put out advertising and to put out marketing. And there's a pretty picture. It may be hard for you to see it right, but there's a pretty picture of donuts right there. Wow, they look delicious. They look beautiful. You know what doesn't look beautiful? Obesity, keeling over, dying 10, 20, 30, 40 years sooner than you should have because you've clogged your arteries and your heart and you've destroyed your health from eating things like this. At some point, we as human beings have to stop lying to ourselves. I don't fault entirely the global vegan donut manufacturing world. I blame us, and I blame myself. I want to believe there's junk food out there that if I just find the right one, I can just scarf it all down. And the problem is it doesn't exist. There may be varying degrees of how bad certain junk food is, but if you're looking for something sweet, get a real piece of fruit that hasn't been processed yet. Eat a mango. Now, you may love mangoes, hate them. I love mango. There's nothing in the world tastier and sweeter than an actual mango. What I like to eat for dessert is I get frozen berries blended up. It now has the consistency of ice cream, and I put some nuts in it. And what I do is I get some high quality dark chocolate and I put it in. Yes, there is a small amount of processed sugar in it. I'm not some pristine, perfect person who said, oh, you'll die if you ever have any processed sugar. No, but it's about amounts. I'm able to control really just a few grams of processed sugar, putting it into a blended bowl of frozen berries, and it has an ice cream-like consistency. That's what I do. I'm not your chef. Don't listen to me on what to eat, but I do think you can listen on what not to eat. And this idea of more donuts in the world. You know, we can laugh about Homer Simpson eating donuts. Homer Simpson's a cartoon character. Homer Simpson can look exactly the same and not gain an ounce in 35 years. He can do that because he's a cartoon character. He can be drawn in that round way. You and I are not cartoon characters. So when we eat donuts, at some level, we're truly harming our health. And we got to ask ourselves, why are we doing it? Why do we want to increase our odds of diabetes, fatty liver disease, stroke, hypertension from eating more junk food? Even if it's junk food that is only 90% as bad as other junk food. Guess what? We don't have to eat junk food, or we can make it a very rare treat. We got to listen to facts from time to time, and the facts are junk food is killing us. If we simply listen to what comes around, we're going to be bombarded by press releases like this and ads and the beautiful pictures. You can see these donuts right here. The beautiful pictures are going to suck us in, and ultimately it's a killer. That's why we're seeing, and certainly a lot of the United States, the average lifespan is going down. Certain southern states, people are not living any longer now than they did 100 years ago because of things like donuts. Maybe the vegans are not a big hit in Alabama or Mississippi, but I think you get my drift. What we eat is controlling our lifespan. It's controlling the quality of our life. So if you want to be a real vegan, okay, do it, but do it the real way. Real vegans try to eat as little processed food as possible. Eat a salad, not with the salad dressing you get at McDonald's and the typical grocery store. Eat a salad where it's olive oil and maybe a little vinegar on top. Eat a salad that isn't 2 pounds of cheese and 3 pounds of meat on top. Eat a salad with mostly vegetables if you want to live longer. I'm not going to give you the full diet of what to eat. You shouldn't listen to me. I'm not a registered nutrition, but you don't have to be a registered nutrition to know that the last thing you need are more donuts, regardless of what labels on the front.